Well, welcome to the full moon party. I know. Here, hold on. I'm going to back this up a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Shaky camera and all. Welcome to the full moon party. This is Born Without Boundaries. This is our full moon in Libra party. Full moon in Libra is coming up next week on Tuesday. At 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So extra, this is our full moon party. Celebrating that beautiful Libra energy. Yes, I will be doing each zodiac signs intuitive messages. Hey, Amber. Hey, Free Bird. What's going on? Hey, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. Yes. Hold on. I got to get my time. Excuse me. Got to take my little notes because, you know, people want to know. People always want the timestamps right away. So I'll be recording the timestamps. But first, let's go over this full moon in Libra. Let's go over the energies. So Libra is this ruler, the natural ruler of the 7th house, and it is 7th house is the house of partnerships. Now that is the house of, you know, romantic partnerships, love, long-term love affairs, but it's also all different kinds of partnerships, right? So it's essentially understand that Libra is still an air sign. So I think when we hear partnerships, we think, oh, it's very emotional, it's very lovey-dovey. No, air signs are still very much focused in the here and now, and they're still very much focused on seeing both sides of things, especially Libra. And that's why it's such a perfect place for the partnerships, because it reminds us that it's not partnerships, really long-term healthy partnerships, are based on being able to see both sides of things, their side and your side, and be able to have an open mind so that we can discuss things rationally between us. So this full moon in Libra is really going to shine the light and really kind of like fill us up with the ability to form good partnerships. But remember, that starts with us. That starts with knowing what we want in those partnerships and understanding our needs within partnerships, because when we understand what we need, then we can articulate it to others, and we can listen objectively as to whether or not what they want is actually something that will work with us. Because listen, it's not okay to just compromise. You have to compromise based on what's really happening and what's really important to you. You can't just say yes to everything and expect that you're going to be in a good partnership afterwards. So it's this energy of really honoring what it is inside of ourselves that is most important to us, so that we can honor those same concerns in other people, and then help each other basically become even better partners for each other and form better partnerships. So let's go over a few key words that I have when we think of a moon in Libra. The good traits are that it's very adaptable, creative. You could be very charming, harmonious, diplomatic. Think diplomacy, because I think that's a really great word to think of when we think of a moon in Libra. Diplomacy, because basically diplomacy is that activity of being able to listen to both sides and be able to find that middle ground, that balanced space that makes things work for both sides. So diplomacy is a key word here. Pleasing others to attain order and balance. Think of that. That's really underline that a couple of times. To please others, to maintain order or balance. So know that can be a caveat, right? Know that can be a downside too. It's okay to please others. Pleasing others is that part of that diplomacy, part of a requirement for diplomacy, but you have to know what you need. You have to know your needs. You have to understand your needs so that you don't please others to the point where you're chipping away at things that you really need. Solving problems through diplomacy, to put aside our emotions for the peace that we crave. Avoid avoiding confrontations. You could be very indecisive, fear of losing somebody's approval, easily sees both sides. So of course, there's a dark side to every single moon. So understand that we could become too pleasing, especially watch out, Cancers, because Cancerians, we already do this too much. Pisces, we already do this too much. We could become too adaptable during this moon in Libra. And so be warned about that. We could also become indecisive, self-indulgent, dependent, frivolous, and very almost too malleable. So remember, how do we stay away from that? How do we stay away from the dark side of this Libra full moon? We honor ourselves, and we honor the fact that every single partnership that we get into is a two-way street. That diplomacy is a two-way street. And we honor what we know about ourselves, what we know that we need. So always start here. What we need. What is it that is most important to us? And then listen and be open without emotion. Listen and be open intellectually to what others need as well. And then see what's going to work for both sides. This is a really good time for this full moon in Libra because, we're going through some very controversial times right now, and there seem to be two camps forming. The side that says this is overdone, everybody's over exaggerating, everybody, we don't trust the media, we can't trust our leaders, blah blah blah. And then there is the side that just says everybody should be panicking, everybody should be staying home, everybody should be everybody should just shut up and listen and don't ask any questions. And clearly both of those sides are extremes and they're not correct. So the best way to use this full moon energy is to find that middle ground. Oh, my hair is freaking horrible. I'm sorry. I know. I'm like, oh, look, is to find that middle ground, to force ourselves out of our emotions and to make ourselves objectively assess what is most important and what is necessary, and find that middle ground, because the truth is all the different perspectives put together. It's not one over the other. So that's something that this full moon can really help us out with. Of course, it could also exacerbate the energies of people being shoved in or pushed or bullied into feeling a specific way as well, because it could make some people too malleable. And it's really easy, especially when you're controlling people with fear and you're trying to make them feel things, and you're trying to if you come from the standpoint of, if they don't agree with me, they're wrong or they're dangerous, then you are very, very much willing to and capable of bullying people with fear, and you have already stopped listening. If you're bullying people with fear, you've already stopped listening. You've already shut your brain down. And considering the brain is the strongest part of humans, it's the only thing that makes us special as animals. If you shut your brain down, you shut your humanity down, because it's our intellect, not our emotions. Animals have emotions. Animals have insights. Animals have intuitions. Animals have, feelings and commitments. What makes us the top of the food chain, what makes us above all animals, is that we have our intellect. So if we lose our intellect, we lose our humanity. If we lose our ability to be objective and use diplomacy, and if we lose our ability to think and see and look at facts and look at data, if we lose our ability to do that, then that is actually when we lose our humanity. When we react in fear, we're just some rabid dog. That's what we are. So we really do, I think our humanity does lie in intellect, not cold intellect, not cruel intellect, but being able to see things from both sides, to talk about it, to speak about it, and to build bridges using our intellect. Our intellect is quintessentially what makes us human and what makes us different from other animals. So let's continue to use it. And if we do, then we're using the best, we're using the light, the bright, the beautiful side of this Libra full moon, gonna be a super moon. Let's read a little bit from Llewellyn's, because I wanted to read this again. Full moon in Libra. Remember, these are not my words, these are her words, so I don't want to take credit for anybody else, anybody's curious about what book I'm reading from, it's Llewellyn's Witch's Date book, and I highly recommend it. No, this is not a paid sponsorship. I don't get paid to say this. It's just 100% something that I love and I find very useful, and I recommend it to you guys because it's awesome. Let's read Full Moon in Libra. The Libra full moon underlines the connection between self and other. So self and the connection. So think of the bridge is really what full moon in Libra is about. Aligned with the goddess Venus and Aphrodite Urania, Libra is concerned with the art of relationship, not just the romantic sort, but between all things. Themes of beauty, balance, fairness, and refined aesthetic come to the fore when the moon is full in Libra. It is a good time for love magic, which we're going to get into if you care to hang around after I do the zodiac readings. I have a spell book. Now, I'm not a witch and I don't really cast spells, but I have a few and it would be fun to go through. So if you're still around and interested in chilling out with me, we'll do that. It's a good time for love magic. First, getting clear about defining your own needs in a relationship. That's where you have to start. You can't start over there. Too many of us want to talk about they, and not look here, here, here. That's where you got to start, right? Artfully balancing the needs of others, working magic for deepening an existing union and drawing the perfect person for you into your life. If you don't know what you want, how the hell are you going to be able to draw in the right person for you? You're not. You have to know yourself first. That's why I study astrology. Astrology is the study of the self, and through the self, the study of the rest of humanity. Understand? That's why the earth in astrology has always held up as the central. It's not the sun. It's a geocentric model because it's a self-centric model, not selfish, but you start learning about you, and it's through learning and acceptance of all your foibles that you become more intimately connected and empathetic toward others, all right? You always start with your own natal chart in astrology. You don't dive in right to other people's. And the perfect person for you. So let's go over that again because I interrupted a lot. Getting clear about defining your own needs in a relationship while artfully balancing the needs of others, working magic for deepening an existing union and drawing the perfect person for you into your life without naming names are especially potent right now. Personal adornment is a sacred ritual to Libra, and this full moon highlights how we choose to show up in the world and put our best foot forward. How do we choose to show up in the world and put our best foot forward? Now, the best love spell I've ever come across is from Lorelei, the Salem witch. She's very famous. A shop called Crowhaven in Salem, Massachusetts. It's very famous. It's definitely national, has national fame. And I will attach above head, let's get that timestamp down, her love spell. And what I love about Lorelei's love spell is that it's not about controlling somebody else. It is not about casting and making somebody else feel something for you that they might not naturally feel. It is all about working with and communing. It's white magic. It's all about communing with the universe and saying, hey, universe, help me out, and I am ready. I'm ready to welcome in this sweetness, this passion, this love, and this partnership into my life. I trust you. Let's work together. You connect to yourself, you connect to the universe, and then you reach out and you ask the universe to help connect you to the person that's right for you. That is the kind of love spell we should all be looking toward if we want to do any kind of white magic work. So let's get into this. I have pre-shuffled the cards. I meditated over them earlier today. They're ready. We're going to start with Scorpio. I always start with Scorpio. So I'm going to take this down. Scorpio is, okay. 1459. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. And this is nice because we have a lot of major planets in Aquarius right now. So it's not only show the world it's not only show the world your kindness, your compassion, and your humanity. Remember, Aquarius, just like Libra, is a very humanitarian sign, and it's an air sign. So it's about intellect, right? A fundamental aspect of humanity is our intellect, our ability to use mind over matter, mind to manifest matter. Okay, very powerful. Intent, your focus determines your reality. That is your intellect. So Scorpio, this is the energy of showing a little bit more of not your vulnerable side, your caring side, your compassionate side, the strength and power you have when protecting the things that you care about, the things that you love, the things that are most important to you. This is the side that you're being called to use right now. And this full moon is almost going to like push it out of you. You're going to feel that need to stick up for people who can't stick up for themselves, to defend those who are weaker. You're going to be called to care and help people transcend, help people not be afraid of death, help people not be afraid of the other side, help people face fear. That's your strong point and what you're going to be feeling called to do. But also, because we celebrate this partnership, it's not just we celebrate partnership in Libra. It's not just about how you will be treating and affecting others. It's what you'll be called to do in yourself and how you'll be called to affect yourself. And that also means applying all this to you. Believe in yourself, defend yourself, take care of yourself. And know that you are valued, and don't ever worry for 1 second about being ashamed of who you are, even those sides of you that you may not want to show. Ultimately, listen, you don't have to show your whole self. You're not obligated to reveal any part of you that's none of anybody's business. It's about respecting yourself first. It's about celebrating and honoring yourself first. It's about the truth setting you free, as in setting yourself free, accepting your truth, which will lead to you helping others accept the truths of others, being that connectivity between those two realms that you are. You're the bridge between life and death. You're the bridge between the netherworld and the 3D world. You are that entity, Scorpio, that can help us not be afraid in the face of fear. I think ultimately death laughs at fear. Okay, it's not, if it was afraid of fear, then it would be paralyzed, and it just doesn't get paralyzed. So I think that there's a lot of things going on in this world right now, Scorpio. You can see the darker side, the darker belly of people, and this is what you are destined to look in the eye and challenge. So show the world the real you, which is the world that is brave, the world, the part of you that can be more removed, right? Especially for water signs. You are the one with the ability to be more removed, to hold back, and to think more and strategize. Why? Because you are still very much influenced by your old ruler, Mars. And Mars was a fiery planet. He was a masculine planet. He's a masculine planet. It's a masculine energy that strategizes and gets things done. And so now, even though your natural ruler is Pluto, Scorpio, you are still very impacted and influenced by Mars. It has not just gone away. So understand that you have the ability to think rationally in situations where others don't. You have the ability to, almost like when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and you are the toughest of the tough. And you can be the bravest of the brave. And this is when you're going to really shine, both personally and socially. And I say that because Aquarius is definitely concerned with those social aspects of society at large. Now, we have transformation, which I think is exceptional for you. You transforming, transcending the base self into the enlightened self, a transformation that you're going through, a cathartic experience. Sometimes the best thing for us is to be drawn outside of ourselves and to be able to focus our energy outside of ourselves, and that helps us transform not only who we are and our issues and heal our issues, but it also helps us transform the world at large, helping them understand, helping them be less afraid. And I think that's really where you can tackle the best, do the greatest good, is to help people be less afraid. Because especially when it comes to emotions, you are such experts at dealing with those dark, deep emotions. And the bottom line is, do we cower to fear? Do we let ourselves be afraid? Or do we transcend that? Do we look fear in the face? Do we laugh at it and say, hey, I've got control here. I make the decisions. Now, story time, children, story time. Every time I pick one of these cards, I always read from the book. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Transformation 19. You are experiencing an ending. You are feeling a loss as a hole or a void in your life. This empty feeling is a space for something new and better. A new way will reveal itself very soon. Pain is something that happens to all of us, but suffering is a choice. To suffer is to believe thoughts that are not your soul truth. Justifying, analyzing, and rationalizing will separate you further from your soul's wisdom. From this state, you will blame yourself, another, or an event for feeling angry or sad. Focusing on the suffering will only cement the ideology or belief that created it. In other words, you will become what you fight against. Wow. Now imagine what you can create by focusing on all the beautiful aspects of your life and what you are good at. Focus on where your life is filled with things that make you smile. Change starts with you, and all your desires begin with a dream. Where will you place your focus tomorrow morning? Whoa. See what I say? It's all about your focus determining your reality. And what people don't know about Scorpios is Scorpios may live in this perpetual state of drama and worst case scenario when everybody else is flapping their fairy wings. But when it comes to the war zone, that's when they get chilled. That's when they get calm, cool, and collected. And that's what they really know what to do. Because you know what? They've been preparing their whole lives. They know how to deal with ground zero. That's why they're ready and prepared. And then we have answer the call. And this is not an accident that this freaking message comes out. What are you being called to do? What is your soul calling you to do? This is the time. This is the time to answer that calling in your soul. This is the time to make the connection between you and your purpose in life. And when everybody else gets really, really afraid, you can dance among fear like you're tiptoeing through the daisies. Answer that call now. You will be revved up. And I had these predictions for Scorpio last year that you were revving up and going to eventually take the lead. Why? Because when everybody else gets crazy, you're sitting there flying your flag like, I've been doing crazy professionally since the day I was born. Sit back, amateurs, and let me take the lead. Like, that's all about it. It's like, this kind of doesn't scare you. And that's why you're so important right now and have such an opportunity right now. So God bless you guys. I love you guys. You know it, my soul tribe. And yeah, hopefully hang around. You can see, I'll try to we'll try to talk a little bit more about those love spells and welcoming that good, beautiful stuff into our lives. We're going to move from Scorpio to Sagittarius now. Where are we? 2408. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you hear that? Like, let's let that happen. Let's let that happen. I just knocked over my singing bowl. So Sagittarius, I've meditated on these cards. These messages are for you. I know, sweetie. I scared kisses. I scared her. She like retreated in fear. Oh, sorry, Sag. Here we go. Sagittarius, a new start is coming. Woo, woo. that's fantastic. Doors are opening up for you. And I love this because this is definitely new moon energy. So welcoming something in your life. Now understand that the implication here, because this is a new moon in Libra, is that a new partnership is happening. Now, we're not going to get all romance specific because this is the house of partnerships and not necessarily, yes, romantic partnerships, absolutely. But Sagittarius, this could be a new job, right? This could be new opportunities. This could be new projects. Yeah, I know we think, well, everything's shut down now. What's the new opportunities? How the hell do you know? Like, you'll be surprised what opportunities end up opening up in these crazy times, especially if other people are all closed up, closed down, and not looking. Now, you have a very forward focused mind. You can make anything happen. You can really make any you can turn any situation into an opportunity. You really are. And I'm not saying you're opportunistic. I think that you're lighthearted enough to be able to carry anybody through this, any circumstance, to be able to carry yourself through a circumstance and be able to see potential in any situation. So there's a new start coming for you here, and it could very well be a new start in partnership. Now, if you are looking for a relationship, this means, I know, how are you going to meet somebody when we're all closed inside? I just saw, like, coming on my Instagram feed the other day, Talkify was saying this is like the best time to meet somebody, and I'm like, really? This is the best time to meet somebody? But they were all like, yes, this is the best time to meet somebody. Like, I guess, I don't know. All I'm saying is there's potential here. There's a newness coming in, and it probably has to do with partnerships. So look for those partnerships coming in, or those new opportunities and partnerships coming in, Sagittarius, over this full moon. Now, remember, the full moon energy still plays. So you could be closing out one partnership to open up another, which makes sense. Where you got to make room to welcome something new to come in your life. So just know that that's standard knowledge. That's not something that's not a big reveal by Born Without Boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared to let go. Be prepared to relinquish. Be prepared to especially relinquish those emotions that don't serve you and don't get you anywhere. Remember, it is still about intellect and logic and diplomacy. So be prepared to do away with anything that's been frustrating you, irritating you, bothering you, standing in your way of being able to make the best and most out of your situation, and make room for new, because there's definitely newness on the horizon. Nourish. Ooh, could this have to do with earth? Could this have to do with welcoming in a healing, something that heals you, something that cures you, or finding cures or healing others, ideas, or talking to others, or entertaining others and making others laugh, something that can feed and help and nourish others? Let's read this message, because stir time, children. Here we go. 23, energy of 23. Hold on. You ready? You are love and you are loved, which is a wonderful message for the Libra full moon. This image consists of your soul star Gaia, the soul of earth, and the divine cleansing that is expanding the love of all. Honor your temple, your body, for it is the physical manifestation of your soul. In doing so, you honor earth, for she is the physical manifestation of Gaia. Don't judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels helpful. Gaia knows how grateful you are because you are here. She wants to remind you that worthiness and ease are your birthright. You are creating beauty, intimacy, and deeper connections with Gaia and your higher self just by playing on earth. Feel Gaia's loving embrace everywhere in nature, a backyard, a pot plant, or your mind's eye. If there is something you want to change about you or Gaia's body, connect with your soul and be inspired by a new path that will lead you to your desire. On this planet, all is forever moving into more and more love. So your primary connection is Gaia, is Earth. Your partnership with the planet, your partnership with Earth, your partnership in healing yourself, and in doing so, healing Earth, or connecting deeper, grounding to earth to help you heal. If you've been getting inflammations or swellings, get out there, step bare feet on earth, connect with earth, get back to earth. She's a source of healing for you, and she's a source of focus, so that if you're working on healing her, you can be simultaneously working on healing you. Your partnership and your primary focus right now, Sagittarius, should be earth and being connected to it. Let's move on to this card. Trust the niggle. What is niggling? What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So something has been frustrating you. And I was just going to say this energy of feeling antsy, feeling pent up. This is essentially a message that get out in nature. That's the first thing that you have to do. You guys are not going to take really kindly, are not going to work very well. And not to say that you can't find something to do at home, but don't like being confined, and you like to get out there and travel and move around. So this could be especially frustrating for you right now. So do yourself the favor, and the very essence of your healing should be grounded in grounding yourself to earth. What is that thing that is getting to you? What is that thing that is bothering you? Be honest, identify it, and identify what you need to get rid of it, or that you have the right to get rid of it, Sagittarius, and you have the right to change things and to look for something else on the other side. Like I said, this could be a change in partnership. This could be getting yourself back to your truth, back to your grounding, using the planet to help you, to assist you. Get back out in nature. If you can't travel right now, then you can at least take a walk in a park. You could at least hike, right? Maybe people are going to force you to wear your masks, but you could at least go on a hike away from everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's actually something that's going to probably help you a lot. Start there if you've been getting antsy. Start there if you've been getting frustrated or feeling tension. Start by reconnecting to earth. Every single day I go for a walk in the park. I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And even if people think I'm a freak, I lean down. If it's a warm enough day, I'll put my bare feet to the ground. And if it's not, I'll put both my hands. Remember, you are positively and negatively charged. There's a left side and the right side. The left side is the negative side, negative as in the subtractive, as in it absorbs. The right side is the positive side, as in it projects or adds. So negative, positive, receive and give, receive and give. You want to connect both of those energies to the earth so that you have a full circular unit, your left side and your right side running together. And you want to connect it to earth and let earth ground you and really suck away any kind of toxic, radioactive, or rotting energy that's going on inside of you. That's where you want to start your partnership with earth. That's where you start, Sagittarius. It will clear out your mind and help you make room for what you want in your life, what you're ready for in your life. And it'll help you discern what you want in your life once you start getting all of that chaotic energy. And I know you like chaos around you, but we're talking about the stuff inside you. Once you get all of that like sort of rotting energy out of you, cleanse that, let the full moon carry it away. Now you can now it will be clear as to what it is you want and what it is that will make you happy. So your key to connection and partnership and new partnerships outside of yourself is first helping to cleanse and heal yourself by connecting back to the earth. That's a really blatant message, and a really nice one too. So yeah, I mean, be so bold to give yourself what you need, Sagittarius. Get outside. Do it. You need it. You need it, even if it's early in the morning when nobody else is around, so that you can continue social distancing. This is something that you absolutely need. All right, Capricorn. Let's go to Capricorn. 34, 12. Let's do 12. Okay. Capricorn. So this is your message for the full moon in Libra. Energies surrounding you, or an advice for how to best use the energy of the full moon. The energy of the full moon, once again, oh, I'm sorry. It's coming up this coming Tuesday, the 7th. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's see now. So that's the 7th. So All full moons last between the day before and the day after. So you have 3 real days when the moon is going to be full at its apex. So that's from the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th Capricorn. Communication is key. You have Gemini energy. This is really interesting energy. Talking or receiving communications. So Capricorn, there could be a lot of you waiting, having had to wait, not getting any responses, whether or not that is, let's take it into partnerships, right? If you have been applying for jobs, if you have been waiting to hear about unemployment, if you have been waiting to hear from your mortgage company about what kind of deals they're going to give you right now, there's been a lot of waiting. There's been a lot of long lines on the calls. And you can be very patient, but you can also get very, very worried, Capricorn, when you don't get responses that you need to be able to make your plans for the future and understand how you're going to get through this stuff. So communications here, this is new moon energy. So communication is key. Communications are coming in. Also a heightened sense of communicating. Libra energy, and Libra and Gemini are very compatible energies of being able to see the other side, be able to understand the practicalities, being able to find the right advice and the right instructions online so that you know what right number to call and you know what paperwork you need ready before you even get in the queue on the line or on hold. This is all something that will be coming into you, what will be coming clear to you that you can focus on when you focus on partnerships or reaching out to the other side. For Capricorn, for you, this is with communications and being able to hear and take in, absorb, and comprehend, understand what others are requiring of you, so that you can have the most fruitful conversations. And then in the true nature of Libra, maybe help to distribute that and guide others through it as well. But first you do it yourself. First, you be the guinea pig, go online, do the research. Oh my God, all those horrible government sites, right? Figure out exactly what you need. You're great at making checklists. Check it off so that once you've gone through it, then you can turn around and carry the rest of your family through it, carry your friends through it. It'll give you purpose. It'll give you focus. It'll give you something to do that makes you feel productive and it makes you feel important. So communications are the key to your survival, the key to your opportunity to be most productive and feel best about yourself and best apply your skill set during this Libra full moon. Also, I'm saying expect communications coming into you, Capricorn, things that you may have been waiting on, actually finally getting through, maybe finally getting some answers or finally discovering the information you need. This is about receiving communications as well as it is being able to comprehend other people's communications or the communications that you're receiving. There is only light. So this is hopefulness, faithfulness, beauty, abundance. And the truth is that we're not disconnected. We're not compartmentalized. Maybe this is because Saturn, your ruling planet, is now headed into Aquarius. It's out of Capricorn. So it's not about earthly construct. It's about conceptual and intellectual understandings and connectivity. So it's about using your ability, Saturn's abilities to limit, to bring about karma, right? Limit your thoughts by focusing your thoughts, not limit them by closing down your brain and not having an open mind, but limit them in terms of focusing them. I don't want to use the word limitation. I want to use the word focus. Focus your thoughts on productivity. Focus your thoughts on comprehensive strategies. Focus your thoughts on understanding and, like I said, comprehension. It's a good way for you to use your energy and use it at its highest potential. But once again, story time, children. Let's go. 30. And once again, when I'm reading these words, I'm reading Denise Jarvie's words, not my own. So give her all the credit. Darkness is just an absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, a lightness of being, and light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world. It will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it is truly that simple. Until you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected lesson Latin path. If that isn't the perfect message for Capricorn, I don't know what is. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. Tell me honestly that that's not you, that's not what you put yourself through all the time, Capricorn. Doing things the hard way, right? When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign. It is time to feel your way back into your heart and your soul. Oh, that was a much needed message for you guys. There's only light. There's only light and there's only connectivity. And I know that you guys also often find your light through productivity, not through hardship, but through productivity. And the best ways are to really be that bridge between communications and use your ability to create structure to figure out the small print that most people don't want to read. Here we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So first you're connecting with, I also feel like this is a connectivity to a mother energy or being maternal yourself, taking care of and providing and letting that sense of the maternal, remember Saturn is also father energy. He's big papa energy. He is the enforcer. He is the strict parent. Good cop, bad cop. He's the bad cop, you know. He's not the nurturer, but what it really is protection, right? But this is the mother energy. This is the soothing energy. This is the coming in and using your abilities to create structure, to actually help to nurture, to actually aid, to actually assist. How can you mother yourself? First and foremost, it's not about struggling with the rest of the world, but what I say from the beginning, first, you're going to apply this yourself. You're going to be the guinea pig. You're going to find out the answers that you need, the communications, the step-by-step process. You're going to figure it all out, apply it to yourself, just like we do with astrology. You're going to apply it to yourself. You're going to figure it out through your own experiences, and then you can go back around and help others and help nurture the world around you, and be of service to others through what you've given to yourself. What you've provided yourself. A wonderful way for you to find connection and partnership, but make it be authentically you, Capricorn, in this Libra full moon energy. Love it. These are good messages. So let's move on now to who are we? Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius energy. Let's see. Oh, have faith in your dreams. Oh, I love this card. This is my favorite card, Aquarius. Have faith in your dreams. So this is about getting down to your very, very intimate truth, right? Really interesting energy, dreamy energy, and springtime energy for such a crazy time, Aquarius. But there is a sense of you allowing yourself to think way, way, way out of the box. And in allowing yourself to think outside the box, you're actually allowing everybody else out of the box. And you're leading and guiding everybody on this retreat and this wonderful travel. We can't travel on planes, but we can travel in our imagination. We can talk about things, we can think about things, and we can use our minds as the conduit that we can travel on. So let's think. Let's think, let's talk out loud, let's use our concepts, let's go crazy with using these concepts. Have faith in your dreams. Aquarius, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been seeing, whatever you care about, this is the time to stand behind them, connect. Don't let them go. Don't let them go. Make them your purpose in life. But it is more clearly dream. Begin with dreaming. Start with the dreaming. Allow yourself to dream. What are those crazy, wild concepts? What are those crazy, wild dreams? What can you do with them? Can you use them to start writing that book? Can you use them to start telling stories or start a comic book strip? How can you, in some way, shape, or form, use those dreams, put it to practical use, and turn it into something that will give you purpose and stability during this really crazy time right now? Aquarius, there is a sense that you have already been working on something. There's already a sense of maybe that being a little bit distracted, or you feeling a little bit distracted or pulled away from whatever it is that has been so important to you, because you're called to the higher purpose, or you're called to, that social concern, that social interaction, the social needs. This is about you allowing yourself to get back to what's important to you, allowing yourself to know that, knowing yourself and believing in your dream. Listen, Aquarius, we're all put on this world to fulfill our destinies, to fulfill the seed that was planted, that the seed that we are, right? We come down here as a seed, like a star seed in and of ourselves, to be able to add or contribute to this reality. So what was your destiny? What not destiny? Yeah, what was your purpose? What was your soul purpose? What was it? What was it? There's something in you that maybe you've always felt too crazy to go after, or have always been distracted from. This is a sense of just letting yourself be silly, letting yourself be goofy, and letting yourself go, and letting yourself continue to dream and have faith in what it is. I think that there really is a connection to your ideas, just thoughts and the thought process, Aquarius. I mean, I would even go ahead and say, because this is Libra energy, a fellow air sign, connectivity and partnership. As crazy as it may seem, you can make it happen. How can you connect people? How can you connect the world at large? How can you connect yourself to the person you're thinking of right now? There's something here about something you've conceptualized that you need to believe in and know that it's destined to be a reality. It's destined for you to manifest it into reality. So stop wondering and just get out there. Announce it tomorrow. Announce it tomorrow on social media. Announce it. Announce it to the world, or forget about what you announced to the world and just get on it. Whatever it is, though, you already know what it is. So you already know your soul seed. You already know your assignments. Keep working on it. Let's see what this is. Inward revolution. It's almost like this is just becoming apparent to you. It's just like all your purpose in life. It's like you've found some sort of divine inspiration that's helped key on or turn on that divine purpose that you were meant to be for. It's like you just got inspired. That's how you would experience it, as inspiration. It's almost like the partnership here is between you and the divine. It's you connecting to those divine aspects of yourself that maybe you ignored, or you got distracted from, got lost in glamour, what is your purpose? What is your soul purpose? That's the partnership that you're connecting with right now, is your soul purpose, is your connection with the divine and what it is and how you're supposed to be an expression of it on this earth. So have you been dreaming? Have you found yourself dreaming more than usual, Aquarius? Pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of us, our psyches have been wide open. They have literally been ripped open with our dreams lately. Your dreams are telling you something. Believe in them, because they're a message from the divine. They're a message. So let's read story time, Aquarius. Story time. Ooh. Inward revolution, the way of your heart. You are always moving forward, even when you feel like you are going backward, like a retrograde, right? They're not really moving backward. It's just perception. Your path may seem to go up and down or inward and outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusion. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. It is a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. And this connects to that key component of partnership, which is who are you and what do you need really? Connecting yourself to yourself and your divine purpose first. And then from that position of strength, from knowing that, Aquarius, figuring out what your purpose or connection or what connections you should make to others and what people you should let into your life. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So this is about that star seed. Maybe even something that was planted or something that connects you with your ancestors, with the people who have passed beyond you, those spirit guides and protectors, maybe people that you never even knew, but talk to you through your soul and talk to you through your dreams. Have you been dreaming? I asked you that just a few seconds ago. Have you been getting spirit messages? Believe in them. The message is they are messages. This is a confirmation. They're not just random thoughts going through your head, even if it is just you talking to yourself, Aquarius. You know what it means? That you're trying to have a conversation, you're trying to tell yourself something. So believe in it, because it's still the divine. Well, the divine is talking through you or using ancestors or spirits or spirit guides to do it. Either way, it's all you. You're the conduit. You're the conduit for the divine. So you're connecting to the divine and you're using your connection to the divine to forge the partnerships and connect outward from that. Oh, I love that energy for you, Aquarius. This is really that right-minded path, and there's such a connection here. I actually got a reading for you. Remember a few weeks ago where it big time had to do with ancestral connection and connecting to grandmother, grandfather energy or energies from past lives. Those ancestral connections that are coming through big time, like pump up the volume of faith, like turn up the volume of the divine inside yourself through faith, and faith will amplify it and help you hear. Believe in it. In other words, that's your like bottom line message. Believe in it. These aren't just random thoughts. These are not thoughts in passing. These are messages from the divine, and that's what you're going to really focus on, connecting with the divine over this Libra full moon. Love you guys. Okay, Aquarius, we move on from Aquarius to Pisces. 53:48. Okay, let's do this. Pisces. Oh, I wish I had my water up here with me, because I start to get a little parched. Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You get your own energy and you also get full moon. So this is amplified. It's exaggerated. Full. And you can even think being full of yourself. Now, what does that mean, Pisces? You have been enjoying this quarantine. You really have. And I think this full of yourself is really such a pleasant place for you to be, because you are finally not distracted by everybody outside of you. This is a sense of really feeling happy and proud of who you are and your space, knowing who you are and being able to expand to the point of bursting out and just overflowing, but only overflowing what you don't need anymore. Only relinquishing and releasing that which you're ready to let go of, balancing out that sense of your spirituality and practicality, finally being able to have the time to make the connection. One of the most enviable aspects of you, Pisces, is your ability to believe in your dreams, your ability to not see the difference between dreams and reality, but that's not where you live. And it's such a beautiful Piscean trait, and it's what makes so many Pisces such productive people, in that they see something, they love it, and they instantly believe in it, because reality and dreams are the same thing for you. And it's a wonderful place to be. So there's a lack of self-doubt where a lot of people do have doubt. However, where do you usually have doubt? Your self-worth. Where do you usually have doubt? You're deserving. Where do you usually, you'll never doubt your dreams. You'll never doubt your projects, but you will doubt yourself. And this is because you're so often so brutalized by what other people need from you, and so easy to give yourself away. Well, this is just being able to finally be filled with yourself, being able to be a glutton and a greedy hog. Not really, but really be able to self-indulge on you and really have your waters fill your own cups, so that you can not only be a spiritual being, but practically apply all those resources back to yourself. Find that cycle of, I can give it away, but I'm also receiving it. I'm also taking it back. Yes, I know what I need, but now I actually have the resources to have it. This is that sense of, I just keep feeling you have resources to be able to do what you need to do and make what you want to make happen. It's like, not even as scary for you to not have your job as it was for you to have your job and have to be distracted by what you really wanted your mind focused on. Because we always work those crappy jobs that take us away from those creative projects, right? So here you have this beautiful freedom to not have to worry, to not have to worry about those things that distract you. So this is about connecting both sides of yourself. This is about connecting your negative and positive, and being able to cycle up that loop of your own energy, not to get lost in yourself, but to make the most of yourself, to amplify yourself, to be able to use this time as an advantage, which I really think that you are. Balance spirituality and practicality. What better time for balance than during Libra, which is the ultimate balance, is to take this from the emotional psyche, world of our psyche, Pisces, and use that Libran energy to really connect to our intellect and practical applications of our psyche. Like, what are those practical applications? How do we get it done? We finally have time to figure out, not only how do I write that play, but how do I get it produced? How do I raise the money? What are the connections? Who are the people that I need to talk to? All those things are things we can focus on now, because we don't have the distractions. You could always focus on the project, but actually getting the project manifested into the 3D, now you have that extra time, that extra energy, and that extra ability. And I think it's really going to be a very productive time for you, Pisces. Authentic truth, sharing it, hearing it, amplifying it, sharing it, hearing it, realizing it, believing it, and amplifying it. The true you. So your connection is really to that other part of yourself. That's what it is. That part of yourself that you usually give away to others, you are now connecting you to. That self-application. I love that, actually. But authentic truth. Discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free. So long as you recognize there is more than one truth, and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. Now, this, I feel, a very natural energy for you. Because of all signs, you are the least judgmental. You know that there are many kinds and forms of truth. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. And now you can. You can connect with the truth that resonates with you instead of it being your job to validate others' truths, right? If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect, or action and reaction. Master yourself, not somebody else's processes. There you go. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist, find it hard to commit, and feel indecisive. They always accuse you of that stuff, Pisces. Why? Because it's not your authentic truth, and now you can focus. On what it is that you practically focus, not just psychically, not just believing in your dreams emotionally, but now you can practically focus. You can focus all your practical energy on what it is that really makes your heart sing. We have one more card. Actually, two cards came out for you. So we have the double combined message of Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Interesting. And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So you're being given this beautiful blessing by the divine to be able to have this time to stop dimming your shine and focus all your shine back onto you, and just trust it and know that you're worth it, that this is the time is meant for you, that you don't have to find ways to give yourself away. You're meant to do this because this is your way of connecting the rest of the world. This is part of your divine responsibility. So don't think or hesitate for a moment, just keep going. And if you're happy right now, let yourself be happy. You deserve the happiness. This is not something that is like, you shouldn't doubt it. Don't dim to fit in. And Aksha, your guidance is divinely guided. That's a really interesting energy. Your guidance is divinely guided. You know, I feel like that means what you give to others, your leadership, what you contribute, the advice you give to others, is something that you take right from your connection to the divine. So now it's your turn to use that guidance that you would normally give to others to you. Instead of dimming yourself and putting yourself second, to just practically apply it to you. I guess what I'm saying, and in the most simple terms, Pisces, I think it's your time to be selfish. If not, and I don't think it's really selfish. It may be as a water sign what you perceive as selfish, but it's really not. It's that connected. It's that positive and that negative of both of you connecting with those other aspects of yourself. It's not you being selfish, it's you being really firmly connected to your spiritual purpose and your right to manifest it. Okay, yeah, let's move on. Let's do Aries now. Aries. Okay, Aries. So what are the messages, Aries, that you need to hear for this new moon, and I'm sorry, full moon, because it's a full moon party, your full moon energy for Aries, full moon in Libra. Ooh, full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. A sense of yourself, a firm, strong sense of yourself. But there is also a sense, and this is, listen, I picked up this energy for Sagittarius too, and I pretty much am sure all fire signs are feeling it, like a caged bird. And not even necessarily like a caged bird, like a caged fire bird, like a contained explosive. A sense of really wanting to rip and tear out of this social cage that we're in. You're very social, you're very progressive. Now it feels like you're being tied down and chained. So understand that this could be something that is getting in your way of seeing opportunity that you have in front of you, dealing with yourself and the man in the mirror. Your connectivity is really not necessarily to yourself, but beyond yourself. It is a sense of connecting outwardly, connecting, no. First, we connect inward to connect outward. This is an opportunity for you, Aries. It's an opportunity for you to let go of the pride, let go of the ego, because I talk about this a lot in Aries and Capricorn energy, is that sense of Aries getting so caught up in being the best at something, you tend to forget of whether or not you actually cared about it, right? It's always just do the best, take the lead, be listened to, but did you even like what you're doing? This is your chance. It's your opportunity to let go of that pride, let go of that prideful sense of yourself, let go of that stuff that's actually getting in the way of your happiness. Hey, I know you took pride in that raise that you just got. I know you took pride in that promotion that you just got. I know you took pride in your paycheck. I know you took pride in it. Get rid of it, because question yourself, do you even really like what you're doing? Was it even something that you liked? Was it even something that you loved? This is your opportunity to question yourself, to actually get back to your truth by giving up and being forced away from your pride, by being taken out of the norm that you've created and being forced to look at your true self, that inner self, and say, well, what is it that I really love to begin with? I know I got comfortable here because, my ego was safe here, but do I even really care about it? And what's interesting is I was getting this energy for you a while ago. So this is it coming to a culmination. And this is that really trying time, and the reason, almost like your spiritual reason for like being forced into quarantine and maybe being laid off from your job or whatever. I know a few of my Aries friends are going through this, and they're going batshit crazy. And why? Because they can't, all their energy that they were applying to other people's purposes for them is now taken away, and it's like driving them nuts. So what is your camera is out of focus? Oh, that's what Amber said. Amber, I don't really know. Hold on. I don't really know what to do about it, because here on my side, hold on. That's really interesting. I hope that helped. Did that help? Did that help? Did that help? Because that's all I can do. I don't really know. I don't really know. Right now it looks a little bit better. Say the connection has been bad all day. Hold on. Maybe I can hold on. Hold on. Hold on.